So as you probably know by now, Elden Ring won Game of the Year. And besides all the cringe that was in the Game Awards,
And if you guessed that it is, well, something about Toad's head, you would be right. Because I see a lot of people online saying that it's a hat, and you know what? It's not a hat, it's a cap. You see, because
what the heck? That was cringe.
part of the mushroom that houses the spores and everything, and also a cap is another word for hat. I see how that. Okay, I just right now saw how that could be confusing.
Yo, that's cringe. Yo, that's cringe. Oh my gosh.
Or a cap.
Yo, that's cringe. And some long speeches. I think the Game Awards was pretty good this year. It was okay this year. It wasn't terrible. I usually don't watch these things. I think I watched last year's one and it was pretty cringe. As always, pretty lame. This is something I just haven't done in so long. Last thing I actually sat there and watched was E3, and I actually enjoyed it. I think it was like a very long time ago. I don't know which E3 event, but it was some E3 event, but it was pretty cool. But after that, I don't usually watch these things. But turns out Elden Ring won Game of the Year, and I had a small suspicion that God of War was going to win because God of War was getting nominated a lot of things. And there was another part where Genshin Impact won it was nominated for something and it won over, I think, Elden Ring, which made 0 sense. At first, that's when I kind of figured, okay, maybe Elden Ring not gonna win this year because weird things are beating it. I think even in sound design, God of War beat it, and I'm thinking, okay, my goodness, Game of the Year might just be God of War. And I know I wasn't gonna be pissed if God of War won because I kind of had that small suspicion. And even if it did, I wouldn't really care too much. But as you know, some people would get mad if God of War won or even if Elden Ring won. And I found some guy that kind of got very angry at God of War losing to Elden Ring. Now, I don't even think this guy played Elden Ring. Did he play Elden Ring? I'm not sure. I didn't really do the research. But from what I'm seeing, it seems like he didn't play because he said the game is awful. Maybe he did and he didn't beat the game. That's usually what happened when people play Elden Ring or From Software games. I notice that they don't even play it all the way. Maybe it gets too hard and they end up they end up quitting and they end up hating the game. Now, one thing I kind of want to point out before I show you the clip of the guy is that I notice in these Game Awards that actors are winning nominations, which to me makes no sense because this is a Game Awards. You know what I'm saying? This is something I kind of wanted to rant about a little bit because I noticed that they allowed actors to win things. Nominations, which didn't make any sense because we are at a Game Award. We don't have to combine games and movies. Relax. That's why game have their own Golden Globes and all that Oscar stuff. They never bring games into it. So why in the world are we bringing actors into the gaming world, which didn't make any sense. But that's something I kind of wanted to point out, rant about. But after that, it was a pretty okay event. It was 4 hours, which I think was the main problem of the event. Yes, there was some cringe times. There was some very
What's up, Kenzie? I see you out here. What up, what up, what up? My name is Michael Reynolds, and I am the Fierce Diva. Where you been? So
very weird times. Not gonna point them out too much, but there were some weird, parts in the Game Awards. But I guess that's a usual thing because I did see last year's one was pretty bad. But besides that, I think it was an okay event. There were some games that I've seen that it looked interesting that I haven't heard before. So I guess that's cool. I didn't think I was gonna really get high. I didn't get hyped for anything, but there were some games that did look interesting, and I didn't really think I was gonna come in with hype. So it's cool to see that there were games that looked interesting, even though despite that, most of the games were just cinematic gameplays. None of them were actual gameplays. I mean, I'm looking for a gameplay. I was begging throughout the whole stream, let me see gameplay, let me see gameplay, let me see gameplay. But all you see is some cinematic, you know, that doesn't get me hyped, to be honest, in my opinion. I don't know about everybody, but that cinematic doesn't get me hype too much. I need to see something. I think with these Game Awards, they should show us actual footage. Maybe like make a fake scenario that's not in the game and say, you know, this is not actual, you know, game, you know, this is not what actually gonna be in the final product, and just show us a gameplay. Like, you know, just throw, you know, show us something real so we can actually get hyped. Because if I'm gonna buy a game, like I always say, it should be gameplay first. Let me see. And that's what they don't show you in these things. They show you cutscenes first or cinematic first and then gameplay. But it's not a big complaint. It's just something I would like to see more, you know, more in the future. But I don't know if that's something they will do. And as you know, I always tell you guys, don't be pre-ordering games out here. I won't be pre-ordering any games. But again, there were some games that look interesting. But let me go ahead and show you the guy that got very angry that Elden Ring won. Now, again, in my opinion, if God of War would have won, I wouldn't be pissed because I don't take this stuff too seriously. It's just a Game Awards. It's just a game. But it seemed like he was taking it seriously, and I kind of want to point that out. It's funny to see the fanboys get angry.
Oh, boys! The Gotti! The Gotti! The motherfucking Gotti! Woo!
Now, as you can see, he's clearly hyped. As you know, anybody would be, but it's his reaction, bro. Just wait to his reaction. He's clearly hyped, going crazy. It's like he has in his back of his mind that God of War is gonna win, right? Because, you know, usually Sony win these things. I'm telling you, even I had the thought, okay, God of War might win this, but look at how he's just so happy. It's just gonna be funny to see his reaction when Elden Ring went. And the thing is, it seems like he's taking it so seriously, though. I don't know. It looked like he got very angry, but you know, you're going to see.
And so it begins. That guy is hype. Is Elden Ring.
Now I know we make some jokes, you know, about Game of Wars is rigged, you know, all of this happening, but you know, it's all a joke. I don't think anybody's really going into this so seriously. Like, no, it's rigged. You know, get rid of the game show, whatever. The Game Awards, like, we make jokes about how it's rigged, but I don't think I would see myself getting mad. I don't get mad at these things because I see them as, you know, a joke. It's just an event. Just like the Golden Globes with the actors. Who actually get mad that their favorite actor didn't win? You know what I'm saying? It's the only reason I'm still, you know, I'm going to show you towards the end. He just starts insulting and saying it's racist, which is funny. But at first, it seemed like he was taking it okay. But then towards the end, he was like, it's racist and blah, blah, blah. It was just funny. But it's just funny how he left after Elden Ring won. I mean, if we being honest, Elden Ring deserved this one, right? Sony already won the past few Game of the Years, right? Am I tripping? But it's just funny that he left the seat after Elden Ring won. And the thing is, he was so hyped. He already knew in his back of his head, God of War is going to win. Then Elden Ring, for the guy to say Elden Ring, just crushed him. It's funny.
I knew they were gonna do some bullshit, bruh. I knew they were gonna do some bullshit, bruh. Bruh, I knew they were gonna do some bullshit, bruh.
Thank you so much.
Bruh, get the fuck out of here. This game does not deserve any fucking Game of the Year, fam. What are we talking about? This is the goofiest shit ever. I'm about to end the stream. Game of the Year? What are we talking about, my G? What?
with our entire Elden team members.
Elden Ring team members, shut up.
From software.
From software. From software, shut up.
And last but least, Mr. George R. R. Martin, who created the great mythos for this game.
Bruh, it's rigged. It's fucking rigged. Look at that. Nobody's even excited. Everyone like, get the fuck off the stage, bruh.
See, there's nothing interesting about your game. There's no story. There's no character. There's no plot.
Now, to say Elden Ring has no story or plot is insane, or no characters is insane. That's how I know he did not even play the game right there, because anybody that played the game at least knows the bosses have lore, the whole world, it has a story. I know it's not thrown in your face like God of War, because most of these type of games have to especially God of War, have to show you the story, and you have to be watching a movie. So it's clearly he likes those type of games, and it's clearly he didn't play Elden Ring. And this is when I knew it was getting serious, because if you're saying Elden Ring has no story, you can't say Elden Ring have no story. My goodness, that's how I know he didn't play the game. And it's funny because I played both Elden Ring and God of War. I can tell you Elden Ring has a story. Again, you have to play the game to know it has a story. And to say that is like extreme. It's crazy to me. Saying that Elden Ring has no story, that's crazy. That's insane.
Stupid, bruh. Are you freaking serious? No story, okay? Just like clown shit. Clown shit, bruh. Absolute clown shit, okay? Absolute clown shit. It's literally an open world with a bunch of random bosses. That's it. That is literally it. That's Elden Ring. How does that win Game of the Year? Well, I guess, they had to give it to them because, it wouldn't be fair to God of War that they went back to back. They gave it to the dweebs, bruh. The fucking incels. They were like, well, we gotta appease the incels or we're gonna get hate. We're gonna get hate from the incels. Bone Daddy says, bro got a reality check. I didn't get any reality check. The true winner is God of War. The true winner is God of War. This is fucking China propaganda. That's all this is, bruh. This is just China trying to take over, bruh. Trying to take over the country. This is foreign interference, okay? We had foreign interference in the election. We had foreign interference in the Game Awards. This is fucking disgusting, all right? This is fucking disgusting, all right? China and Russia interfered with the Game Awards. I don't know how. I have to prove it. I have to prove it, but isn't it obvious? Elden Ring won. What more do I need to prove? Americans don't play Elden Ring. What are you talking about? Americans play God of War. What are we talking about? This is interference, bruh. This is disgusting. This is the Biden administration. What is Joe Biden doing? What is he doing, man? What the fuck is Joe Biden doing? Where's the FBI? We need the FBI to look into this, bruh. Somebody tweet at the FBI. Look into the Game Awards. There is clear freaking interference by foreign actors. Elden Ring. Are you serious, bruh? This wouldn't happen under a Trump administration. This wouldn't happen under a Trump administration. Okay, but Biden, this is what happens. We win Elden Ring under a Biden administration. Disgusting, bruh.
Now, do you see what I mean about him getting angry? To the point where he brought politics into it. I don't care about politics, as you guys know. We can bring it up and make fun of the politics, politicians or whatever. I don't really care. But to bring your emotions with the politics and saying it's Joe Biden's fault, which is funny to me. I'm not mad at it, but it's hilarious. They blame Joe Biden. This had me dead. When I first seen this had me weak. But even despite the politician stuff, he says Americans don't play Elden Ring, Americans play God of War. Now, at first I'm like, what? I'm an American, I play God of War. But the way I see he's saying it is like real Americans don't play Elden Ring. Real Americans play God of War. Now, in my opinion, I'm like, he's like, wait, before we get there, I remember him saying that China rigged, got in there and messed with the Game Awards, right? But I'm like, wait, isn't Miyazaki Japanese? Isn't he? Am I tripping? But whatever. So he said China's the problem. Joe Biden, this would never happen under Trump. Now, we know politics always get into stuff, even games even got into. I would love politics to stay out of games, and not infiltrate or, try to preach to us in games. I'm all for that. I'm all with, playing games, even movies. I don't want, politics coming in and, infiltrating. I'm all for that. I'm not tripping about that. But it's just funny seeing somebody go crazy and get extremely angry and get all of this wrong, saying Elden Ring have no story. Elden Ring is just bosses in an open world. Clearly haven't played the game. Has he played the game? It seems like he has not. And again, I'm not throwing hate at somebody. It's just criticism towards the video, because I know people see criticism as hate. Nah, bro, this is the dumbest take I've seen yet. I know y'all want to make fun of me for my God of War review, but what is this? Yeah, I made jokes in my God of War review, but again, I'm not one of those people that get super serious about politics. It's hilarious to me when I see somebody get extremely angry and bring it into video games at that. Bring it into something like this. I understand real world problem, actual stuff that's going on in the world. You can bring politics into it. But video games, my G? Movies, entertainment, that's something you should not bring politics in. I think politics should stay out of that. But it's just hilarious to see. It's clear this guy haven't played the game. It's funny. I can't believe this got recommended to me. I had to see it. I was like, what in the world? This had me dead. Bear was complaining. It's funny to see somebody that didn't play the game or didn't even like it. Excuse me. Sorry. That's what he deserves anyway. He gets the burp. But it's funny to see somebody that, didn't play the game and say something like that. And the thing is, I played God of War. I gave God of War a fair criticism. I really did. I did. Yes, I made fun of half of it because it was funny. The game was clearly meant for these type of players. Players that want a movie to watch. In order to know a plot, they have to watch the movie to know it. But it clearly was meant for these type of players, God of War. And it's funny to see Elden Ring. And the thing is, I was never a From Software dude until I started playing the games. And it's funny because I got into the games pretty easy. I didn't get mad. I didn't go crazy over it. The game is, if you get into it, you actually like it, at least I think. But it's just hilarious to see a guy like this get angry at something like this. It had me dead, fellas. I was laughing when I first seen this because all of the points he gave was just, it made zero sense to me. But you guys let me know what y'all think, man. Again, I'm just criticizing. I don't hate a person that talks like that. I don't hate him. You know what I'm saying? I know people see criticism as hating that person. No, I just criticize what he said. It's funny. It had me dead. I had to share it with you guys. You guys let me know what y'all think. Did you agree with him? Comment down below if you disagree with them. Comment down below, like the video, do what you gotta do. I don't care, man. It's just funny. I had to share this with you guys. That was hilarious.